sign on the dotted line. Can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn.
Let's go. ESPN, run it up.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Running on first down, Eckler. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, Eckler. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got third and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone. for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Play action. Now Wilson steps away to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and he'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Wilson. Touchdown Broncos. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
That's 3 points, Mr. Ref.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive and help get him on the ground.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Herbert now. This is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Eckler. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Eckler again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
They scored and then they take a second off the clock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Oh
It's
my
into a crowd and
goodness.
intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's Eckler again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yeah. It was in my PlayStation.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those plays. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
That is so stupid.
Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. And that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On 2nd and 10, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
You said you forgot to wash his
Welcome
mat.
back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him.
Oh, I just did, but I had gotten this invite to the game, so I can't do it. I know I forgot to
The
put
last
the
run got
line
3.
and
Now
stuff
here's
like
2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams.
How the hell he tripped?
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 32 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going deep here for Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Yeah, you said she didn't finish that whole thing.
McManus is good. And it's now 21
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier today. We don't really drink soda.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it
over.
away.
Jesse and
the Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Outside.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got,
they'll
decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I feel better now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
61 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. Touchdown! I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the bet.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is a counter play. Eckler, a little juke. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert.
That's my fault.
Chargers. DK Metcalf. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
It's 9:30.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Now Herbert. He's got Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. There's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. 20, 10, touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Do you have a offensive charger around here?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Wilson wants to throw it. This will be caught. Judy.
Okay.
And he
I
gets it
didn't want
all
to
the
get
way
this.
down inside the 10
350,
and mark him at the 5.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you're within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on